for Robertson. That will snub that. Oh, look out, almost picked off. Anthony Brown covering Robert Hart. Giants convert. And now it is picked off. Two. Manning hangs in there. And that pass is picked off to 16. Speaking of Anthony Brown.
America's team picks Jourdan Lewis, DB, Michigan.
Oh, stop it, Mel. This guy was the best player on the board 30 picks ago, 40 picks ago. Wow. He's the best nickel cornerback in this draft. I understand why he fell, but I don't know that there's a better cornerback in terms of cover instincts and the ability to stay in the hip pocket of a receiver. He's the best nickel cornerback in this draft. He's the best nickel cornerback in this draft. He's the best nickel cornerback in this draft.
Yo, what's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy Foots the King. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Hey, let's talk ball, man. So, title of the video, Anthony Brown versus Jourdan Lewis. Who starts inside? OTA's fresh session this week coming up Tuesday. I think they're out there today. But it got me to thinking when we saw Byron Jones on one corner on the outside, Cheeto on the other. This is Chris Richard in full effect. He wants bigger corners, and you heard him talk. The exception is a guy like Jourdan Lewis. Well, why does it feel like Anthony Brown is kind of the forgotten guy? He had a great rookie year. Remember that Packers game? I just remember, the tackles he was making. He had a great rookie year. Then you think about Jourdan Lewis. He had a great rookie year. The Packers game was a little goofy for him, the Devontae Adams catch.
Get something into the end zone. That's another rookie. Xavier Woods. This one out.
Nonetheless, he had a really learning curve type of rookie year. But, you heard Mel Kiper in the first, Mel Kiper. Well, Todd McShay put Mel Kiper in his place.
He's the best nickel cornerback in this draft.
And he was right. McShay was right. Like, Jourdan Lewis is a perfect nickel guy. And, fans give me a hard time for having Scandrick up there. But Scandrick understood the nuances of playing in the slot, being a nickel corner. So before I go any further with this video, Anthony Brown versus Jourdan Lewis, wrote down a bunch of things because to me, I like to internalize things. So some guys go off the top of the head. I do that sometimes, but I like to write music, write about the Cowboys. I want to explain to you guys really just, a brief summary of what is a nickel defense like. What's a nickel defense? A nickel defense is 5 DBs on the field, however you want to dress it up. 2 safeties, 3 corners. I remember a couple years back when Arizona had Deion Buchanan, they were running 3 safeties on the field and 2 corners because, obviously Tyrann Mathieu has cover ability and he's stout in the box. They were doing a bunch of different coverages. That was like their base defense. So a nickel coverage and having a slot corner who understands how to play inside is key. It's almost just as big as your outside guys being good, and especially in this defense, because if we have guys who are getting bullied on the outside, teams may try to move their best player to the inside, and if we don't switch, so you need a guy who understands the inside and how to move through trash. You got to get through linebackers. You got to watch out for rub routes, pick routes. It's trash in the middle, and you need a guy who understands it. There's things I like about Anthony Brown. There's things I like about Jourdan Lewis. So for this Versus series, let's talk about it. Now, as I explained earlier, in the nickel defense, you can run man, you can run zone, you can run all different types of coverages from that defense. And when talking about Anthony Brown versus Jourdan Lewis, I think that they're both really good. Like, the way that Dallas has been drafting the corners, I got to give it to them. They both tackle well. They're tough. They're actually like somewhat similar. I think they just have one huge difference. Anthony Brown is great in zone. Jourdan Lewis is great in man. And it's not that Anthony Brown sucks in man, but because of his size and he has to kind of overcompensate. And sometimes his awareness, he just doesn't get his head around in time for me. Jourdan Lewis has that feel for man coverage like no other. He just has a feel for man. But his zone work, it's okay. It's not bad, but you saw in the cut up Anthony Anticipation Brown. When he's off, He drives on the ball so well. And he is a forgotten guy, but he's not a scrub. Just think he was out of position. This is something to watch, however. What do you guys think? Who is, because I'll tell you this, when it comes to this versus, I'll tell you this. I think that Rashard is going to say, Marquez White, if say there's an injury, I think he's going to bump Marquez White or one of these other young corners, whoever, to the outside. Because I think he wants to keep you. It's so important to have your slot guy be your slot guy. And they can both play the outside, but to me, that would be like a last resort type of deal. Like for me, I always wanted Skandrick in the inside. Like I wanted him because he understood that position. You got to think about it. The slot receiver can go left, he can go right, he could run a quick out, he could run a go. It's so many things, a skinny post, that you got to understand how to play it. You need to be able to get physical. You need to be able to punch correctly. You need to be able to play off. And Skandrick, I think he did it well because of how smart he was. So I think that, this inside position, this slot corner position, we need to establish a starter. Like there needs to be, this is Jourdan Lewis's deal, or this is Anthony Brown's deal, and then one of the left out, whoever is, doesn't get that position, is actually backing up Byron Jones or backing up Cheeto. What do you guys think? I just wanted to bring this one to the table because it's something to watch during training camp. I think that your outside starters, they love Byron Jones. I told you guys that. And Cheeto, he just has a feel for playing man. I think that Chris Rashard likes, and he's big. He doesn't get bullied. Jourdan Lewis tackles well, but he gets a little bullied. Crabtree, Adams got him a little bit. But Jourdan Lewis, it's kind of nitpicky. Like Jourdan Lewis was really solid. But so anyway, so I need your guys' opinion on that. Now, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. I'm about, say, 70 subscribers as of right now, away from 10K, and I feel obligated to say thank you 1,000 times. I feel even more obligated to make my next video about you. So I didn't want this video, the meat and potatoes about this video, to be too long, because I want to do my next video is going to be a 10K, just thank you, 10K subscribers video. Thank you to each and every one of you who click subscribe, to each and every one of you who watch all of these videos, who deal with my thoughts. And I want you guys, I'm going to pick, I can't get to every question because it's just so hard with the time, and you guys know I'm a musician, but I want you guys to leave me 10 questions. I'm gonna choose 10 questions. Leave me questions, any questions you have about me, about my music, about why I started making YouTube videos. Leave me 10 questions. Leave me questions, and I'm gonna pick 10. And on my next video is gonna be like a fan appreciation video. I'm setting it up because I'm just thankful, man. To even 10,000 people want to hear me talk about the Cowboys. That's lit. Period. You know what I'm saying? I live in Washington, D.C. I started talking about the Cowboys because I'm always arguing with Cowboys fans. It started with me, having to defend Romo on a daily basis. And then that was in high school. And then me really becoming a draft nerd, to the Dak Prescott video that I did a while back, when I just was like, yo, I love this kid, to me really understanding team building and, all of these things that I love, because even though I'm a musician, I love teams. Like, I played football, peewee, didn't play at a high level, but I played basketball high school in the Maryland area. So I understand sports. I understand, team building is special. And even this, the growth of this channel it's been really cool. So I want you guys to leave me some questions you have about me. The next episode is going to be all about you guys. Just fan appreciation. I just want to answer anything you got, Cowboys related, music related, life related, anything, because I'm thankful for you all. I really am. You guys helped me get to Dallas 2 years ago for a playoff game. I met a bunch of you guys at the draft. I don't take that stuff for granted, because honestly, it's just me. I'm still learning. I like to continue to learn, and you guys help me learn as well. This is just me with my ideas. I got so tired of hearing the same rhetoric over and over, whether it was on TV, whether it was, some Cowboys publications, that I just said I'm going to start doing my own thing and see if there are fans out there who want to listen. So, thank you. Give me those questions, guys. 10K means the world to me. Thank you. Thank ya. Love you guys, man. It's your boy Foots the King. The podcast is growing. The link is in the description box. Me and Joe Rob, we're doing one tonight. Anthony Brown versus Jourdan Lewis. Give me those questions for the 10K appreciation show.